Hi everyone, good evening, good morning. So today we are going to learn how to transfer a data from a SQL Server table to the Notepad file. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to create a new SSIS package. Right click on the SSIS package folder, right click and choose the option called add new SSIS package. Now, once you click on that, then SSIS will provide you a new SSIS package. If you want to rename this one, then right click and choose the option called rename. Okay. So now I'm going to give the name guys. So SQL to Notepad. So now in this example, I'm going to show you how to transfer a data from a SQL Server table to the Notepad file. So first of all, okay, let's go and add a data flow task. In SSIS, okay, whenever we performing any kind of ETL operation, we always choose data flow task. Okay. So if you want to add a data flow task into your SSIS package, either you can drag, okay, or you can double click. SSIS automatically add the data flow task here. Now, let's go and configure the data flow task. So in double click on the data flow chart, you automatically go inside the data flow. So whenever we want to transfer data guys, okay, whenever we want to create any new SSIS package, okay, we always choose what is the source for our operation, what is the destination for our operation, and if there any kind of transformation apply, then we can write the transformation here guys. So in our example where we are transferring data from SQL Server to the Notepad file. So in that scenario, our source is a SQL Server table. Okay, in SSIS, the SQL Server table is always called OLEDB source. Okay, destination is our Notepad file. In SSIS, Notepad file is always called flat file destination. During this operation, we don't have any kind of transformation. So transformation is not applicable. Okay, so let's do it, my friend. So now we already know that we have added a data flow task. Now double click on the data flow task. Let's go inside that one. So first of all, we choose a source guys. So as per the discuss, okay, the source is a OLDB source because we choose a SQL Server table here. So let's add a OLDB source. Same method here, either you can drag or you can double click. Okay, clear everyone? Now the next step, double click on the old DB source. Okay, now it's open a new screen for you. In this new screen, first of all we check that is there any connection manager available here or not. Basically OLDB connection manager hold which SQL server you want to connect and which database your table is available. So now if you not see any connection manager here, then we can click on the new button. Okay, and here you can see all the available connection manager here guys. Okay my friend, so now if your connection manager not listed here, then we can click on the new button. Okay, just click OK. Now here we can choose provider equal to Microsoft OLDB provider for SQL Server. Just click here, sorry, Microsoft OLDB provider for SQL Server. Just click and OK. Now here you can provide your server name. Okay, so let's see how can we get the server name. So just open your SQL Server, my friend. If you open your SQL Server and try to connect your SQL Server database engine, and this is your server name, my friend. So just copy the server name, okay, and paste the server name section. Okay, now please make sure that your authentication is a window authentication. If you have a separate username and password, For connecting to the SQL Server, then you can choose the SQL Server authentication mode. When you choose the SQL authentication mode, then this connection manager asking what is the username and password to connect that SQL Server. Okay. So right now in my system, I don't have any SQL authentication mode. So I go with the window authentication. And after that, you need to choose your database. Which database you have a table. Here you can see I have a different databases in my system, in my server. Okay, so I choose this database. Now, once you choose the database, here we can identify that, okay, which database I have a table, guys. So I choose the database and then click on the test connection button. When you get the message called test connection succeed, that means SQL server are successfully connected with your SSIS. Now just click OK and then click OK button, my friend. So now it show you that your connection is available here. Now then just select the connection and click OK button, my friend. After that, the next step, you need to choose your table. When you click here, then automatically SSIS connect to the SQL server and that particular database, and it show you all the server, all the table here, guys. Okay, my friend. So I want to connect my TBL student. So I just choose the TBL student. Okay. And when I click on the preview button, I can see the data from my SQL server table. It's just a preview. Okay, now I'm okay with the preview. I just click on the close button. Now I need to click on the column tab and I can see all the column, guys. Here SQL Server give me the option. Let's suppose I have a column list here that is coming from my source, and now I don't want to transfer this column into some column into the next steps. Okay, so I have option here, uncheck this one, guys. If you uncheck this column, that means this column coming from the source but not going to the destination. And if you want to add this column, then click on the age button, checkbox. Okay, guys. Now, once you're done with your configuration, please make sure that your old DB source does not have any red cross symbol. If they have any red cross symbol, that means there are some step you miss and you need to watch the video backside, okay, backward, and just see that what step you miss, and then okay, so now my old DB source is done, guys. Okay, now the next thing I need to choose our destination. So let's go with the destination, my friend. So this is my destination. This is my destination, flat file destination, because our data transfer into the Notepad file. Okay, so let's connect. When you click on the old DB source, you can see there's a two arrow you will see. The blue arrow and the red arrow. Blue arrow say that, okay, when your old DB source successfully connected, so in the successfully connection, after that, you can transfer the data from old DB source to the flat file destination. Okay. The blue arrow indicate then when everything runs successfully from the old DB source, he read the data from the old DB source, then he transfer it into the flat file destination. Now let's configure the flat file destination. So double click on the flat file destination. Again, you cannot see any connection manager here, then you need to click on the new button. Okay. Normally, whenever we say that okay, transfer data into the notepad, we always choose delimited. Delimited means the comma, we are using comma for separating my column value. So let's suppose if I have a two column, name and gender. So now we have in the data output, we can see name, comma, gender. Okay. Now just click OK button. Okay. Now this screen comes. Here we need to choose the location of my file. Okay. So right now I cannot see any file here. So I need to just click on the browse. Choose your location where you want to save your data. Okay. So I want to save my data into the download folder. And here you can provide your file name .txt because we want to save into the txt file, guys. If you want to save the data into CSV, then you need to write the CSV here. Because CSV and txt both are the notepad files. So let's go with the txt, my friend, and then click on the open. Once you choose that, okay, this is the location of your file, the file going to save into this location. Now you will choose the option called column name in the first data row. Please make sure you need to check on the checkbox. Okay. Once you're done, that indicate that whatever the data coming from the source, the first row is not a data, it's a row, it's a column name. Okay. So whenever the SSIS read the data from the source, okay, so it indicate that first row is not a data, it's a header. Okay, and if you want to see the column, you just click on the column tab and you can see the column data here, column name here, guys. Now just click on the OK button. Okay. Now click on the mapping. Okay, and you can see you can map one by one each column by the destination column. Okay, this is automatically mapped because the source and destination have the same column name. If they have a different column name, then we need to map manually, guys. Here select one by one each column and we can map manually. Now just click OK. Now your package is ready. Please make sure that the flat file destination also does not have any red cross symbol, guys. Okay, my friend. So let's move the next step. Now let's execute the SSIS package. Whenever you want to execute your SSIS package, select your SSIS package, which package you want to execute, and then choose the option called execute package. So now SSIS executing and it show the how many data coming from the source dump to the destination, guys. You need to wait for 1 or 2 minutes, and now you can see the output. It show me that okay, 6 row transfer from OLDB source to destination. So let's go with our location, guys. As you know, I create my file into the download folder. Okay, let data modify, and this is my table, this is my file name. So I open it, open with Notepad, and you can see my guy, my friend, all data coming from the SQL Server to here. Okay, so this is a method, guys, to use for transferring the data from SQL Server to the Notepad. Sorry, SQL Server to the Notepad, guys. And now if you want to stop the package, you just click on the red square button here and your package execution is stopped. Okay, guys, so this is a one very small demonstration how can we transfer data from SQL Server to the Notepad. Please everyone check this video, okay, and all the steps that I mentioned I will add in the description section. Please look this video, and if you have any suggestion for me, drop your message in the comment box. Thank you everyone for your time. Thank you, guys.